Samir and I are so thrilled to welcome you to the second annual Berkeley Haas Culture Conference.
We have over 80 academics who are participating in this conference from all over the world, some of the leading researchers in the domain of culture, and over 90 leaders from the most sophisticated organizations in the domain of culture.
We think that the exchange of ideas among academics from different disciplines and between company practicing managers and academics bears incredible fruit. So we're really excited to see what emerges from our couple of days together.
But I want to actually give you a different view that has emerged in the creativity literature over the last decade or so, which views social norms not as an inherently constraining element of the creative process, but one that can be actually a tool that you can leverage to regulate the creative process in groups and make creative ideas something that occurs with some regularity and predictability.
We have been talking for a long time about codifying our values at Pixar. We needed our values to be a starting point, a prompt for inquiry, a prompt for questions, not a conclusion.
Norms are changeable. Norms are perceptions. They're my representation of the group. They can change. And they can change in two ways. One way is that they're manageable. Every person will have lots of norms within them, but not all of them come to the surface, come to the fore of the mind to drive their behavior. So one way that you can change a person's behavior through culture is by evoking a particular cultural code. And then another more long-term way that you can change is by altering the cultural code, by sending certain signals to people that cause them to update or refresh their codes.
What we were doing was part of the new way that Microsoft wanted to operate. Instead of being know-it-alls, instead of listening to the highest paid person in the room or the person who was the smartest person in their class and never forgot about it, or the loudest, or the person who throws chairs, we were going to look at the data and see what the data said.
Right now we're working to span both the Silicon Valley tech culture, right, which is our roots at Netflix, but then we also have the industry culture of the Hollywood entertainment world.
Why do different individuals adapt so differently in terms of their cultural behaviors following a merger? Mergers and acquisitions are not simply a question of when we should merge and acquire, but also how do we successfully integrate? Given what we know about how individuals culturally adapt, how can we help manage mergers and acquisitions rather than simply decide whether or not two organizations can merge?
Since you're going to be coaching these guys, they have to feel the authenticity of you. And if you come in here with genuine, real values and then you make them come alive, that's when the culture starts to form. If you can maintain a culture through a season like this, then you can survive. Yeah. And then when your circumstances get better, then you can thrive. But the culture gives you that foundation and that structure. And so you don't compromise. You know, during the down period, you don't change your values, you don't change what's important, you don't take any shortcuts. So you still stick to what you do, and you do it authentically, and you trust that things are going to turn around.